Hi and welcome to Reseller News Weekends. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is December 1st, 2018. Yes, 24 more days till Christmas, folks. How are your sales doing? Can't say anything about mine. If I did, I would tell you, but no, it's a no-show here. But anyway, I don't want to expand too much on that topic. We all know we stand with that as sellers. We know where that's going, so we'll just leave that alone for now. What I want to say before I start with the Reseller News Weekends, I just want to say thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It's greatly appreciated. I hope you get a takeaway from it, from watching these videos. So without further ado, I got two screens I got to go through. The first one I'm going to break off on is going to be on the Edge, but it's going to deal with the Firefox. So, and then we're going to just bump around to the other news articles. So we'll get to it. And for those who are new, I do not read everything verbatim. I will expand a little on each topic. I will tell you the URL where I'm getting the information from, and the rest is up to you if you would like to pick up where I left off. So let's get started. First, we're going to go to is this one here. Now, the reason why I'm putting this here, people say, well, why is this part of the Reseller News? Is for the simple reason is for those who do use Firefox, you might want to, especially this time of the year, like you can see the title here. This was posted November 19th, but I didn't bother putting it out because for some reason I got lost in the midst of all my emails I get. This was, like I said, November 19th, 2018. And if you want to see it, if you want to read the rest of the story, I'm going to expand a little on it, but I'm just saying if you want to check it out for yourself, the URL is https://blog.mozilla.org. Okay. The story goes on to say here, 6 essential tips for safe online shopping. This is for people who use Mozilla Firefox. I use it too. That's why I'm bringing it to your attention as well as mine. I do use Mozilla Firefox as well. I use a number of them. I use Microsoft Edge, I use Chrome, I use Opera, and like I said, I also use Firefox. So anyway, it just goes on here, 6 essential tips for safe online shopping. The turkey sandwiches are in the fridge, and you didn't argue with your uncle. It's time to knock out that gift list, and if you're like millions of Americans, you're probably shopping online. I'm just going to read the highlights. I'm not going to expand too much on this here. Here's the highlights for you to check out. You can check it out for yourself, folks. Or, like I said, this is a live video. Like I said, I'm doing this live here, so you could also stop your, as it's playing, you can stop the video and check it out for yourself if you want to read it online. Or you can go to that URL, as I said. Here's one over here. Tip 1, check the green lock in your browser. Again, this is for people who use Firefox, okay, Mozilla Firefox. Tip 2, autofill safely. Okay, and you could read this on your internet. You could read this while you're watching the video if you don't want to go to the URL. Tip 3, be a private shopper. Okay. Tip 4, shop smarter with PriceWise. Tip 5, keep tabs on wish list. And tip 6, watch for hackers. Okay. Now you could download Firefox from this URL as well. If you care to download it. It's not bad. I like it. I use it. It's pretty fast. And when you go to this URL, they have it where you can download the browser. Right along top here, it'll say download Firefox. Okay? You can check it out. All right? This, again, pertains to people who use Firefox. All right? I subscribe to their newsletters, and that's why I get this information. I'm sorry I didn't put it out sooner. I apologize. I've been cleaning out my emails. I had 35,000 of them, for those who don't know, and I've been going through them a little by little, and I got a good majority of it cleaned out. We got a lot of spam emails and stuff like that, and sometimes these get put in the junk folders or spam folders, and by the time I find it, it's too late. It's days late or maybe a month late or whatever. So I do apologize about that. But let's without that, let's go to the next one here. I only got 2, as you can see on this one here. This is Microsoft Edge, by the way. If you're wondering what browser this is Microsoft Edge. This one here is from the digital. Let's see here, digital signage connection. Okay, digital signage connection. Okay, that's what the URL is. It's www.digitalsignageconnection.com. I'm sorry, folks. I'm looking at the URL, I'm not looking over here, right? I could just read it from here, but I want to give you the URL in case you want to check it out. Anyway, it goes on to say, eBay Main Street in a box brings digital experience to the eBay offices around the globe. I think they did have a video here, yeah, but I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to get into it because it's kind of silly. It just shows you it's got no sound to it as far as I remember, and all it does is just show you people looking at things. So I'm not going to really play it, but I'll just expand a little on it. It says eBay Main Street in a box digital signature platform is a multi-user interface, interactive 3x3 touch wall that brings the best of eBay's Main Street digital experiences to eBay offices around the world. MSIAB amplifies eBay stories, data trends, people, and facts to engage visitors. Employees like MSIAB currently deployed at eBay headquarters in San Jose, California, Main Street, and eBay New York studio in Manhattan. Multiple launches worldwide are planned throughout 2018. Well, you better hurry up because that's coming around the corner where we're gonna hit that new year. Unbelievable. Anyway, if you would like to read the rest of this story here, you can read it, okay? I'm not going to expand too much on it. Like I said, I do want to go to the other ones. I have another, like I said, I got Chrome opened up on the next one there, and I got some things I want to talk about there. Some nice stories, though. Pretty nice ones there. Okay? So if you want to check this out, I gave you the URL. You can check it out, okay? All right, let's move right along. Now we will go to Chrome. I was trying to copy and paste it for some reason. It wouldn't let me do it. This is a nice story here, but before we get into this here, I just want to say to the followers here that do follow me, I am on Twitter, as I'm going to click it on right here. So if you guys, no, not Twitter, which one is this here? Facebook. For some reason, this is taking forever to load up. My computer has been acting up really crazily. I'm wondering if I get any little bugs in it. I don't know. I know I keep a lot of windows open on the background there, so that could be a lot to do with it. But I'm trying to get to this thing here. To the eBay top rate sellers group, and as you can see, I'm having an issue with it. Let's see. It looks like I'm having an issue with all of these here trying to open up. Let's see. Wow. I don't know what's causing that. Let me close out. Okay. Anyway, if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's over here. It's just over here. It's the Reseller News. I'm also on Twitter, so if you like, you could say I have so far 1,272 followers, and I'm following actually 871. But I will be following a lot more. Basically, the people I try to follow that deals with eBay selling, whether it's on Etsy, Amazon, anything related to e-commerce, those are the ones I follow. Okay, there may be a couple there that might not be e-commerce related, but for the most part, that's who I follow on here. So if you want to follow me at the Reseller News on Twitter, this is it right here. Okay, and if you go to the home one here, it'll say, just type in Reseller News for Twitter and you'll see, it'll say rjpasini.com. Now let's see if I can get back to Facebook. Okay, now for those who want to join Facebook, you're more than welcome. This group is growing so far. I believe it's 1190 or 1192. I keep getting people, well, it was at one point every day I was getting 1 or 2. Then it kind of like slacked off, could be for the holidays. This channel has been growing somewhat at a pretty decent rate. Not phenomenal. It's not like it's not one of these top rated Facebook groups that everybody and their aunts and uncles want to join, but it's growing slow but surely. So if you would like to join that, please do. Everybody's welcome. It doesn't have to, you don't have to be an eBay top rate seller either. You could be an Amazon seller, Etsy, Poshmark, whatever you want. You could join over here, post questions. You know, there are other, like I said, there's 1,190 of us that could probably answer some questions. You could even ask me questions, of course. And if I can't get the information, I'm sure somebody on the group here will get that information for you. Or I will definitely try to get that information and respond back to you. So you are more than welcome to join this group. It's an open forum, an open group, okay? So please don't let the eBay top rate sellers group, it's only for eBay, it's for everybody, okay? And of course, you all know you've been to my YouTube channel, and it seems like everything is running slow. But for those who are new, as you can see, the group, the subscriber base is growing slow but surely. I do appreciate all the new subscribers. I really do hope that you guys do get a takeaway from the news I put out. I try to research the best I can. I pick and choose on the Google alerts I get because I have so many different resources that send me information, and it's hard to pick and choose stuff. So I try not, and I don't want to keep it going on for 2 or 3 hours. Sometimes I do run into over an hour, and I do apologize. It's not intentionally, but I could only get so much information out. I wanted to keep it down between 10 and 15 minutes to do the news segment, but let's be realistic. Anybody who's doing news, in some cases, I could be wrong, you really don't hear a 15-minute news channel. You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe a half hour. I think it tops an hour. So I think I'm in within that ballpark, but I think sometimes I go a little over the hour sometimes, all right? Even if I could keep it down to a half hour, that wouldn't be too bad, you know? But this is where I am over here as far as on YouTube, so I do appreciate you guys checking it out. The one we're going to start with right now here, we're just going to pick up, I only got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 windows, and hopefully we can close this out within the hour or before the hour's up. But I like to always expand sometimes after the news. So let's see what we got here. Let me just close out this one here, close out this so we don't need stuff running in the background. Okay, as you know, for those who don't know, I am in New York. Okay, I live in the suburbs. I'm in Long Island. And this really doesn't affect me per se. But as you can see, as a native New Yorker, it says, New Yorkers won't give up the fight to stop Amazon's colonizing our city. Yeah, you know, I don't know if you guys heard, it's been on the news, you know, at least over here in New York. I don't know if you guys have caught wind of it. It says that Jeff Bezos is going to open up a place in Long Island City. That's probably about a half hour, 40-minute drive, 45-minute drive maybe, you know, from here, if I drive there. And anyway, he's opening up 2 places. I think one's in Virginia, and I think the other one's in New York. Well, definitely is in New York City. And it's going to employ 25,000 people. It's got so many new jobs are going to be there. So you know you'll probably get an influx of people finding out, saying, hey, let's go to New York. There's going to be jobs in New York. I think it's Virginia. I believe it's the other one's in Virginia, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's over here. It says over here, right here. I'm looking at it as I'm talking to you guys. And it says over here to split the second headquarters across Queens, New York, and Arlington, Virginia. Okay, I was right. I haven't read the story in a while, but I remembered it, and I just wanted to expand a little on it. But let me tell you, folks, that's good. You know, everybody's welcome to the state. New York is a great place. I love it. I'm a native New Yorker. I was born in Manhattan, and I really do love this state. So if anybody is considering coming here and moving in, please do. You know, we'd love to have you. The only thing I will say, though, is from reading the stories I listened to on the news, just bear in mind that you know, the rents, for some reason, I think the landlords or whatever are harping on this here, and I heard that the apartments or whatever, the housing is going to go up probably because of it. The other thing they were saying is that the rail system, you know, the trains and stuff like that, and the mass transit, it's going to probably be a little congested even more so. They already had a problem prior to them coming here. So for them to actually come here and you know, employ 25,000, which is good. Jobs, everybody needs jobs, you know. That's a great thing. He's doing a great thing. I think, if I'm not mistaken, with Amazon itself, I think it employs, now don't bear me, I'm just going to throw a ballpark figure. I believe I read it was either it's up to 500 and something thousand or 600,000. It could be 600,000 plus people that he employs, Amazon employs, okay? So, and now you got to add this to it. So between New York and Virginia, it's going to be 25,000, 50,000 more jobs will be going into the mix here. But just to read a little off, it says over here, why is Jeff Bezos getting subsidies for his New York headquarters when one of the 10 public schools' children is homeless and the transit system is crumbling? Okay. It says over here, H2Q not welcome in New York City. And you can see people are protesting. They don't like it here. All right. Now, see over here the signs here? I didn't, like I said, I just seen the story today. When was this posted? This was posted yesterday, November 30th. Here's the thing right here, folks. This is new news. This is not old. I mean, yes, we don't call it a day old, but it's new, all right? It says over here, Amazon causes homelessness. Now, I don't know in what capacity, but I didn't get a chance to read the whole story. So let's just expand a little on it and see what's coming up here. It says, I have come up with a cunning way to save money on my taxes. This year, I'll simply tell New York's tax authorities that they should consider it a privilege to have me in the state. Now, I don't know if this is Jeff staying at there. And one, they should be jolly well paid for. After all, if I hadn't moved to New York, they wouldn't be getting a dime out of me. My decision to base my personal headquarters, I guess this is him talking, my personal headquarters in New York City and pay taxes here rather than one of the other many cities I vaguely considered living in. It means I deserve an enormous subsidy. An impeccable logic, right? New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, of course, he's all for it. Certainly seems to think so. Amazon's decision to split the second headquarters across Queens, New York, and Arlington, Virginia, has led considerable backlash. Many New Yorkers, myself included, are concerned about the uber-rich behemoth exacerbating and gentrification, perpetuating unethical business practices and receive enormous taxpayer subsidies. According to Como, this anger is entirely unwarranted. His recent response to accusations that New York has essentially given one of the richest companies in the world $1 trillion or $1 billion, whatever, to open up in the city with an angry opposed, explaining that this was absolutely not the case. Au contraire, morons. Okay, that's not nice. New York doesn't give Amazon $100 million. Amazon gives New York $900 million. This revenue, he explains, is from the state and city taxes, included income taxes. Okay, it goes on to read more. If you like to read a little more at this here, right now this doesn't affect me per se because I'm in the suburbs, and it's not to say, oh well, you don't care because you're in the. No, I do. I feel bad for the people that are in that area that he's going to be opening up there. It is going to cause congestion. I don't know, and as far as this part here where it says Amazon causes homeless, I don't know exactly in what capacity how that works, but like I said, I didn't read too much, and I'm not going to feed too much into this here. I do, however, feel that I feel their pain for the people that live there. If you've never been to New York, and especially Queens, it is congested as it is. It really is. The rail system, the mass transportation system is like that. And like I said, you're going to see, you think Uber's bad in some of your towns or whatever you live in your cities. You go to New York and you'll see that there. Back in the day, one of my relatives was a limo driver, and I remember him saying, when you look down, I don't know what street it was in New York City, in Manhattan, all you see is a sea of yellow. That's when he used to have all the medallion cabs. Now I think it's a little offset now because you got the Uber drivers there too now, which kind of impacted the medallion cab companies. I think it impacted their business. I heard back in the day to own a medallion cab, it was $1 million to have that to get into that business. I think now it's been cut down to like ridiculous amount. I don't know if it's like it went down from $1 million to what, $500,000 or even a couple $100,000. But I heard different stories about that. But I'm saying to myself, oh my gosh, Uber, since it's been in come into existence, it has stifled the yellow cab business over there in New York. And I see it today even on here. I'm in on Long Island. You can see people using Ubers left and right. They're advertising like crazy. Oh, get an Uber job, make so much money, start right away, whatever. So everybody's jumping on the bandwagon with this Uber stuff. But but just not to expand too much on. But that's what's going on with the thing with Amazon in New York. We already have Google office. Google has an office in there. And a matter of fact, to share this with you, I think Google is looking to expand in Manhattan. I think they're looking for or to lease or to buy. I don't know if it's a building there, but they want to get an office space. I think they're looking for 1 million square footage of an office building, I believe, and that's Google. eBay does have an office in New York City. They're already there. So we do have some tech companies in New York. Okay, for those who don't know, what they say over there in California, they call it Silicon Valley. In New York, they call it Silicon Alley. Just to give you a little heads up on it. All right, enough with that. Let's move right along. These are nice stories here, folks. To some point, if I can just bump out of this one here. Let's see. I hope I don't bump out too many times because every time I click it, for some reason, this is going crazy. Let's see here. I hope I clicked it one time. Yeah, I don't know why my computer's this. I know, like I said, I have stuff running in the background, but it's really crazy. And it looks like I thought I just bumped all of them out. I'm sorry. Oh boy, I did bump one out. Okay, let me get right back to you, folks. I really apologize about that. Let me get right back to you. That other story is really nice. Hold on. Stories and one Poshmark story I want to share with you guys, and we're going to close this segment out. First one is here. This is from E-commerce Bytes. Okay, it's www.ecommercebytes.com, and this story was posted yesterday, Friday, November 30th, 2018. It goes on to say, "Are you seeing delays in Etsy seller disbursements?" Okay. Now, these people write in to, these are sellers that write into Ina Steiner. She is the owner of E-commerce Bytes, which this site, I love this site. I get so much information from them. I get alerts from them. Every time there's new stuff posted, I get the emails, and then in turn, I share it with my fellow subscribers and the YouTube community. So I really do hope you guys get some good information for this here. I love doing this stuff, and I hope it helps out. But anyway, going forward, it says over here, some sellers are unable to get their money owed to them by Etsy, and in response from the moderator, on a discussion board thread. I'm not going to click it on because I'll take it to another one and we'll be here all day. It says on Wednesday indicates the company isn't clear on what's wrong with the disbursement process for those sellers experiencing the problem. It goes on to say here, I don't know why some accounts are held up like this. I'm not seeing anything in particular wrong with your account. And then it goes over here. Here's the help page on what may delay the disbursement, and I encourage all affected to see if any of this applies to you. Now, I guess this is the type of message that's coming up, okay? And it says like that: if you still have issues, and Misty Cat seems to be one, please contact Etsy support, and we'll do our best to figure it out and get your funds as quickly as possible. Thanks. Okay. Apparently, there's something going on with the way the funds are being dispersed to the the Etsy sellers, and therefore was posted over here on the e-commerce bites. If you guys would like to read the rest of this here, like I said earlier, I know there's not really much to read here, but you could also read the comments as well. I like to read those there because I like to hear what other people have to say, and I like to hear what they share their issues and concerns on these topics as well. So you could check it out. And one more time, the URL is www.ecommercebytes.com. The story you're looking for: are you seeing delays in Etsy seller disbursements? Okay, and the story came out yesterday, November 30th. Okay, let's move right along here. Okay, moving right along. This is an Etsy story here, and I just want to share it with you guys really quick. It's unique gifts you could find on Etsy. They got a little video over here. I'm going to play it really quick for you guys. I want to give you the URL just in case you would like to check it out. It is from 2KUTV, okay, and the URL is www.kutv.com. Or if you like to look it up on the Google search, just do unique gifts you can find on Etsy. This came out Friday, November 30th, 2018. And we're going to scroll right down here, and I'm going to mute my mic. We're going to play this little video. It's about 3 minutes and almost 4 minutes long. I hope you guys don't mind. And this way you get a little insight, okay? So I'm going to mute my mic, and here we go.
Segment is sponsored by Etsy. If you are on the hunt for a unique gift you can't find in stores for someone in your life, look no further. Joining us live from New York City is Dana Isom-Johnson, an Etsy trend expert. Thanks for joining us today, Dana.
Of course. How are you, Carrie?
Great. It's good to talk with you. Okay, so overall, what trends are we seeing for this holiday gifting year?
Okay, so overall, there's just one thing you have to keep in mind, and that is the return of nostalgia. So what that really means is the best gifts to buy are the items that are going to promote creativity and real quality time with the family and bringing everybody together.
Oh, I love it. Okay, now let's talk about the men in our lives. They can notoriously be pretty hard to shop for. What are some of the more popular gifts for men on Etsy?
Yes, so they're hard, but that's okay. All you have to do is ask yourself, what does this guy really love? What does he do in his everyday life? So for those grill masters in our life, Etsy sellers have some really wonderful aprons that can be personalized with names, special sayings, customized with their favorite color, all of that, and it can be coupled with grill rub kits or with herbs and all of that to really make a well-rounded, personalized gift. And then for that guy who loves something a little more jazzy, cufflinks are always a great option, but how can you spice that up and personalize it? Well, one of the biggest trends this year was all about crystals. And so some Etsy sellers are allowing you to choose personalized amethyst or pyrite or even birthstones to take those cufflinks to the next level.
Oh, I love that. Okay, and you mentioned that this holiday season we're going to see more nostalgia. What does that mean for gifting?
Yes, so for kids, that means a return of wooden toys. So all those specially handcrafted wooden trucks and rocking chairs that can be personalized if you're working with the maker. You just have to ask them. And then when it comes to adults, it's all about DIY kits. So a brewing kit, an embroidery kit, a kimchi making kit, a cheese making kit, all these types of kits that can be gifted to someone, but then when they open it, it's an experience for you guys to enjoy as a family or with your friends.
Okay, and Christmas is all about the kiddos. What are some of the popular gift ideas for kids this year?
Well, you know what? I've got two animals that are always going to be a hit because they were one of the biggest trends this year. It's all about unicorns and llamas. Anything with a unicorn and a llama is sure to win.
I love it. Okay, and a lot of people turn to Etsy for personalized gifts. What are some of your favorite options on Etsy?
So it's all about modern heirlooms. So what are those things that can be special and personalized and can be passed down for generations? One thing that I actually just purchased is a casserole ceramic dish. I asked my mom for one of her famous recipes that we always eat during the holiday season, and the Etsy seller was able to transfer her handwriting into the baking dish. So now every time I make my mom's quiche and I present it in front of our friends, it's a wonderful memory and we're able to share in that moment together.
That is maybe one of those most special gifts I've ever seen. That's so neat. Okay, Dana, where can people go for more information?
So for more ideas, go to etsy.com/gifts, where you can have a curated experience for him, for her, and for those people on the go, make sure to download our app. We have a Cyber Week sale coming up next week that you can get a sneak peek of.
I love it. Happy holidays, Dana. Thanks for joining us.
Happy holidays.
For you, Runch.
Okay, there you go, folks. Now, I just happened to click on that there, so let me bump out of here so we don't get into autoplay again. And if I can get to it over here, it's the eBay, eBay. I got eBay in mind. Etsy gift cards. I'm sorry, folks. Here's what she was referring to, and I'm going to give the URL. It's well, they don't put the www. I always put it there. www.etsy.com/gifts-guides. And or if you just go to that URL, the first story you just seen, you could just click the hyperlink and it'll bring you here. This is what the lady was referring to. Okay. And by the way, if I'm not mistaken, I believe we took tech companies that are in New York. I believe Etsy's also in New York as well. It's another company, I believe, that's there. I'm not sure about Poshmark or the other ones, but I know, if I'm not mistaken, Etsy is based in New York. But anyway, I just want to share it with you. But here's what you got here. Okay. The perfect matches for him, for her, for the kids, for all. Fines under $30. You know, I am a registered seller on Etsy, but I don't really sell on it, and I really need to do that. Just as I'm also a registered seller on Amazon as well, and I need to really start putting stuff up there to see if I could start making some sales on it. Because, like I said, eBay right now is very quiet. For me, it's like Deadsville, USA. But you guys might want to check into this here. And again, this is the holiday gift guides. Remember now, you got 24 days to do this, folks. So if you're going to do your Christmas shopping on Etsy or any of these platforms, you know, you might want to jump on it right now and take care of it, you know. Anyway, let me close this one out. And I think this is another Etsy story. Yes, it's a nice one here. This came out yesterday, Friday, November 30th, 2018. Really nice story. Children's hair bow startup born on Etsy. Takes 5K square feet in Sunnyside. The story is good. It says over here, Wonderkin makes handmade hair bows for children. Okay, it says in 4 years, Hillary Denham has grown her children's hair bow startup from a kitchen table to a predicted $3 million in 2018 revenue. Wow! You know, when I hear stories like this, it really fascinates me, folks, because you know, I know it takes a lot of determination and drive to do this here, and it comes up, you know, and it comes up with an idea, of course, like that, and you know. The thing is to stick to it, you know, like if you got a plan, or even myself, when I say this in regards to myself as well, you know, there's times that we always feel that, you know, we can't do certain things and it seems impossible. But, you know, if you sit back, take the time, I don't mean sit back and relax and sleep on it, but I mean, like, just take it one step at a time. You know, things I think can transpire as time goes on, you know. That's how I feel about it, you know. But when I hear stories like this, it really fascinates me because I've always been intrigued by how people make it in this business and stuff like that, how they started off. You know, some people start off on a shoestring budget, you know, where they can't, you know, it's very basic, minimal. But it's really amazing when I hear these stories. But let's read a little more about this here. I really like this story here. Denham founded Wonderkin, which makes handmade hair bows for children. She moved the company into a new office space and a production space at Block 45 with 5,000 square feet at 4045 North Pico Street. I guess she's giving a little segue there, so if you want to stop up there maybe and buy it, I guess, in the Sunnyside area of Denver. It's an upgrade from the previous office of 750 square feet foot hole in the wall at a Colfax Avenue. Okay. Then it goes on to say, I think we crammed 15 to 20 people at any given time at that other office space, at the other space, said Dunham, 32, a mother of 3. With this move, we wanted to be able to have 1,200 square feet of dedicated to our in-house seamstress team. Wonder Kin has opened for business and its new location this month, where Dunham said her rent is, wow, it's $10,500 a month. Okay. Yeah, that's the other thing too that kind of gets me a little scared too. First off, here's another thing too. In some cases, I don't know. Like I said, apparently this person must have money, or if they made enough money to do this here. But for me, it's a huge big nut to crack every month. And boy, you better hope you got those sales coming in. But anyway, it goes on to say, I was originally looking for a church to renovate in my a church, okay, a church to renovate by my house in Littleton. She said we wanted a space that we could be proud of. I decided not to buy a church, okay, because the business is changing so quickly. And it goes on here. It keeps going on a little more to read about it. I know you probably say you could finish the rest of this. Anyway, all right, let's just go on to this here. It says, let's see here. I just want to get back to this here. The which one here? Church, okay. After the team lunch, after a team lunch one day, Denham drove Block 45, which includes a co-working space on the upper level of the Shift Cycle Fitness, and the ground floor. She immediately found liked the location and natural lighting. All of our local customers that have come visited just to rave at how bright and colorful the kids-oriented it is. Denham said the Indiana native studied ballet at University of Arizona before transferring to Colorado Christian University, where she graduated with a degree in theology. She and her husband started a carpet cleaning company, which her husband still operates. Okay, so she's got that entrepreneurial spirit anyway. I started making bows just as a hobby, Denham said. She watched the YouTube videos on how to learn and how to sew on a machine. Her father bought her. This is a great story so far. 4 years ago, Denham started an Instagram account. That's another thing too. I'm on Instagram. I have to start using that more often too. 4 years ago, Denham started an Instagram account and started selling her bows on Etsy. Now she has 40 women across the country sewing for her, plus 6 seamstresses in-house, 3 who are refugee women, Denham said. And her seamstress makes about 16,000 bows for babies and toddlers every month using cotton, linen, velvet, and other fabrics. It goes on to say here, Denham also employs 12 non-sewing staff workers. Wonder Kin is the newest iteration of bows, retail between $16 and $19 on the website. Although Denham is experienced with the retail pop-ups and selling her bows in the boutiques, she said that the company is all online now, with the exception of a small retail nook at this Sunnyside space. And it goes on to say, Denham said she has been surprised by the number of moms and customers to stop by. We're actually trying to figure out a good way to handle this because we weren't expecting the traffic, she said. And there's a correction over here. It says correction, Wonder Kin pays $10,500 monthly rent. This story is previously included in the correct figure that was initially provided by the source. Okay, so whatever it is, it is. Okay. Anyway, this is what it is. It looks pretty nice. I mean, that's all it is. It's just posts. What she thinks to ship out, right? Look at that, folks. That's what it is. Okay, Wonder Kin Company. Okay, very nice story. I like it. Very nice story. And I got another nice story that you guys are going to be interested in. I love entrepreneurial stories. I love hearing how people start businesses. And the next one is from Poshmark. Check this one out. This one has a video on it, but I'm not going to play this as well because, like I said, this is it's about 2 minutes long. It talks about the breakdown of teachers' salaries and what people make in different states. So we're not going to put that on because, like I said, this will take too long. God knows how long this video is right now. It says, meet Fab Ab, a former preschool teacher who quit her job to sell clothes online. Now she makes up to $3,000 a month. This story goes on to say, you can tell Abby Furman is a Poshmark pro just by looking around her house. It goes on to say here, first there's her office. When you often find her sitting at her desk, scrolling on a MacBook and sipping coffee from her thrift list, for her. Okay, from her, thrift list, sells, ship, repeat, mug, whatever. In the backyard, there's a shed, which she's made into a miniature warehouse, complete with alphabetized bins. When you leave, you'll notice a tower of priority mailboxes waiting to be shipped in front porch. Now, that's, you got to be careful with that there. I hope she's got one of those cameras, because I think we did a video about that, porch thieves. You know, do you have you guys watched that? If you haven't, check it out, okay? I would not leave a lot of things. I would not leave anything, to be honest with you, unless it was personally, if I was standing there, I would never leave stuff on the porch to be picked up by the mail carrier. Only for the simple reason is you got to be careful. People don't come seeing that there and go run off with it. Check out that one I did on porch thieves, okay? It's a video I did a while back. Okay, each is a full-time seller on Poshmark, which calls itself the largest social marketplace for fashion. She is one of 4 million community members who list, share, and sell 14 million items every day on the website. Collectively, they make at least one sale every second. Wow. And it all adds up. Poshmark recently paid out its billionth dollar to a seller stylist like Esh. Okay. Is there any more to this here? Let's see. Okay. Allows me to pay my bills. I'm sure it does. I wish I could say that. It allows me to pay my bills. It allows me to spend time with my family. It actually has given me a lot of confidence and independence. A 30-year-old tells money that's invaluable. And let's see what else we got here, folks. Okay, she leaves it like that. All right, well, I don't know. Is it an indoor porch? I guess. I don't know. It looks like that. Unless, yeah, so it could be. Well, if you leave your dog out there, I think it'd be all right. Here's some stuff from, I guess, people writing. I guess, I don't know if this is her Instagram thing, but you could check it out. Let's see here. Taking a side hustle full-time. Esh Poshmark journey began in 2013 when she was still a student at the St. Mary's College. She and her then boyfriend moved into a house in Pleasantville, California, and while unpacking, she realized she had at least 10 giant-sized garbage bags full of clothes and accessories and purses and shoes. Oh, the story goes on a little more. Okay, here we go, folks. It says, oh yeah, I thought to myself, there's got to be something I could use to get rid of all my stuff, she adds. Poshmark was just starting then, as well as launched in 2011. By 2012, it had over $12 million in funding from investors like Menlo Ventures and Softtech VC. Which Esh joined, and the app, joined and had an app smartphone compatibility and just 350,000 sellers who were carrying 1 million items a day. She made an account of Fab App Closet and offloaded her no longer needed clothes. Poshmark was just a way to make space in a closet until graduating. She now has 355,000 followers. Etch was working at a preschool teacher, but it wasn't lucrative. The median salary at the preschool teachers is $28,990, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. She also didn't feel like she could devote enough hours to her classroom, so when one of her parents fell ill, Etch reconsidered her career. And then it goes on to say here, and you could read the rest of this, folks, because I am getting tongue-tied. But you can see how it's done. You can see here's the person, the lady, I guess, doing this here. It's really interesting story. It's really great. I mean, I'll probably finish, continue reading the rest of it, but I'm not going to read all of this here. But you could check it out, folks, for yourself. Yeah, it goes on. This is quite of a story. Okay, it goes on a little more than expected. Okay, you guys could check it out. Let me give the URL, folks. Let me bring it back up here. Okay, the story you're looking for is a Fab App former preschool teacher who quit a job to sell clothes online now makes up to $3,000 a month. And that story is from time.com. It's I always put the www.time.com/money, and you could just type in former preschool teacher quits a job to sell clothes online on Poshmark. I believe it's the Poshmark story, right? Let me see. It's got to be. This is the Poshmark story, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So I know I always confused, not confused, but I always get those. I always interrelate Poshmark and Etsy together, because they deal with the clothes and stuff, and I know one's a little different than the other. But anyway, check out the story. Let me close out this video. I don't know how long it's going to be. Again, I apologize. Folks, I'm sorry. But I know it's probably like, Rich, give it up already. Don't bother saying anything. Just go with the flow. It is what it is. If it goes a lot longer, don't make time constraints and stuff like that, or don't keep promises you can't keep. Right? That sounds like me. No, I'm only kidding. No, I really do. I really do want to keep this cryptic as possible, but I'm not. Folks, I think going forward, I think I'm going to leave that out of the videos because I really can't keep commit to a promise like that. You know why? The reseller news, when I open up those windows, I expand them. And you know, sometimes if you notice, I talk fast, and sometimes the words come out a little disarrayed. You know, I have to repeat myself, or I'm reading slow, or I'm stagnating my talking and stuff. It's because I'm trying to read so fast and trying to cover each one of these stories, you know. But I want to get the information out there to you. And I just don't want to just like throw a little blurb out there and just say, okay, here. I mean, if that's the case, I could just do the reseller news and say, okay, here's the URL, check it out. That wouldn't be news though, because all I'd be doing is opening up browsers, giving you the URLs and say, okay, take care. You know, I would like to expand a little on it. I like to share some stuff in between. As you notice, I do that. But I mean, as far as anything else, I mean, I really do apologize though when I say I like to keep it short. And you know, sometimes it's hard, folks. It really is. You know, I know people could say, well, if you really want to streamline it, why don't you just pick out 4 or 5 specific? And I did talk about that a couple videos back, and just to keep it like a short news brief, you know. But it's, you know what it is? I have so much to share with you guys, and I want to just get it out there. And then what happens is if I do that there, right, I find that if I just pick out certain things, and you know, I do keep the video short, then that stuff gets put on a back burner, and then becomes even later and older. You know what I'm saying? Then becomes really old news. It might be a couple of months old, or not a couple of months old, maybe a month old, or whatever. And then you know what I'm saying? It kind of like backlogs everything. So I try to get the ones that are fresh, semi-fresh. Like yesterday. Now some of the ones I showed you are from November 30th, which is, I'm sorry, I had things going on yesterday. I was working on some other videos, and I had other stuff I had to take care of. I probably didn't get it out right away. I didn't get a chance to look at my emails. Like I said, I've been scoping out a lot of emails, filtering junk emails out too. I'm getting so much spam mail. I don't know why. You know, I don't know if people that follow me on these different social media groups, they see that there and they say, let's send this guy to see, because you know, I have my emails in there and people contact me, even on my Facebook groups too. I get so much junk on there, put on there. People advertising, throwing things out there on there. I don't shouldn't call it junk, because I mean they're trying to promote their business and stuff. But I mean, I'm getting inundated with it. You know, I'm getting so much stuff that's coming in from different sources. You know, I got 4 different Facebook groups. Not that it means anything, but I'm like, you know, people say, well, it's probably I got a lot more than that. And I got to try to manage each and every one of them, along with my Twitter account, Instagram, Pinterest, and so on and so forth. You know, social media is like, for me, like I put in there, information is power. It is. I mean, when you can get a lot of your information out there, the more you become more known, you know, and stuff. And you're building. I'm trying to build a brand up. Instagram, however. I have an Instagram account, but I haven't used it much. I did post maybe a couple of videos on there, talked a little about myself. But to really stay focused on that stuff, though, as far as if you're going to get involved with Instagram or any of those groups, you know, like the social media groups, you really got to post every day, pretty much. I would think. That's my personal take. I know with YouTube, this is very, you know, I was reading an article about YouTube, just to give you a little summation of what I'm talking about as far as like what I'm doing. And they were saying that some people, some YouTube creators find it very stressful to do these videos. Some people got really depressed doing them. As a matter of fact, there was one person that's semi-famous on YouTube, I think actually gave up the channel. Because it's so, you know, it's not demanding, but in order, you know, with the way it works is, in order to, you know, keep subscribers and content fresh, they want you to post every day, at least. That's what I was reading from one other YouTube creator. And people don't realize it's a lot of work. I did a video yesterday. I think it was, 40-something minutes long or 30, whatever it was. Do you know, because my computer is not state-of-the-art, it took about two and a half hours to convert it after I did the video editing on it. So I didn't end up, I think I uploaded that there, oh my gosh. It had to be, if I had to take a guess, I think around 1 o'clock in the morning, East Coast time here. And by the time it finished, it actually finished, that's when I started the upload around 1 o'clock in the morning, or maybe a little after 1. And then by the time it finished, it was 1:30 in the morning. And that's when I said, after I uploaded it, I put it up on YouTube, I said, that's it, I am going to bed. I'm tired. I got to get up. And, you know, you wake up the next morning, it's 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, no matter how many hours, you know, little sleep I get, I'm up early. It's like, because I'm thinking, okay, what do I got to do? Well, that's the weekends. And now I want to prepare to do the Reseller News weekends, because I try to do the news all week. And it is a lot of work. It is. People don't realize that. When you're producing these videos and putting content out there, and then not only after I do the video, I got to edit it. Certain things I got to cut out, certain things I put in, whatever, and that takes a long time. And you don't realize it until you actually start doing it. I'm not trying to discourage anybody from starting a YouTube channel. I mean, by all means, do it. I go a little more into it. I really do love it, though. I mean, if you're gonna get involved with YouTube, it's like a business. Do it because you love it. Don't do it because everybody's doing it. Okay, it's just like I was watching some YouTube videos with my daughter a couple days ago, and we were watching some of these young kids there, 17, 18 years old, starting these things, and they're making buku cash. This one kid here, he's bought a $1 million estate and whatever in California. A lot of them have, nice homes. But if you ever hear the stories about how they started and how they got to it like that, they will tell you it is a lot of work. I mean, let's face the facts. I mean, it is like anything else, folks. It's like anything else. No matter what capacity, what business you're in, it's a lot of work. But the thing is, though, folks, what I love about this here, I love it because it's a passion I always wanted to do. Okay, I mean, it's something I wanted to do even when I was working in a 9-to-5 job before I got laid off in 2016. I always wanted to do this here. I always wanted to sell in e-commerce. I always wanted to be an online merchant, an e-commerce merchant or a businessman, whatever you want to call me. I love those two things. The independence is nice, especially if you're doing it for yourself. That's a nice thing. But at the same time, you also got to make money to support your to live a substantial life. You got to make cash to pay your bills. So that's the only time it gets a little hectic. I'm not talking the YouTube side. I'm talking about the eBay side, the e-commerce, when things are slow. When you hear these people saying I'm making $3,000 a month, $2,000 a month, that's great. That's good. I mean, I think it's pretty good considering if you're an online seller, that's pretty good. But for those of us who don't bring an income like that, it's kind of scary. I would love to see before year's end, but I doubt it's going to happen. I know people say, we sound like a pessimist. And the people who follow, I say, you always say you're an optimist. And I am an optimist. I definitely am an optimist. But I would like to see, I don't know if it could be done. I would love to create at least 1,000 videos before the year's end, but I don't see that happening because I'd have to pump out videos every day, and there's no way I could do it right now. I mean, it's not going to happen. I don't think so. At least that part. I mean, I have to be a pessimist about that part. But what I would really like to see is if I can get at least 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I don't see it happening just yet, but I guess give it a little time. This YouTube channel is growing. Sometimes you'll gain a couple of subscribers, and then sometimes you lose them. I've gained 2, I think, one time in one day, and I think I lost 2 another day, whatever, a week later, whatever. But that's the thing. When I lose these subscribers, I would like to know one thing, is before if anybody is thinking about unsubscribing, why would you unsubscribe? Is it the content I'm putting out? Do you like the topics, or is it just not for you? Or do you like the idea that I want to do other things, or does that really bother you? Some people may say, well, I'm not interested in cooking or photography, like if you're going to do videos like that. Those things don't really mean nothing to me. So, I mean, if you're going to stay strictly with the Reseller News, then it's worth staying subscribed to. But if you're going to come out there and talk about cooking or what you're doing or what you did last weekend, or you took a walk in a park or whatever, that's those things that don't interest me. But folks, the thing is, you got to understand something. I want to keep the content fresh. Okay, I may come out with an idea or something, or have an idea I want to share with you guys. So I hope you don't mind me when I do videos like that. Like I said before, this is going to be an open forum YouTube channel. I'm going to cover other topics. Okay, like that old saying, all work and no play makes, well, in this case, makes rich a dull guy. I mean, if I was just to keep talking about the same thing, and the Reseller News has to be fresh content. That's got to be, that's a given. That's a no-brainer. I mean, when I do the Reseller News, I am not going to repeat the same things over and over again. I may recap something that may have happened a week ago and was brought up by another resource I got. I may recap on that. But that's very rare in some cases. But for the most part, Reseller News has to be updated every day. I'm not going to keep putting the same things over and over again. That's crazy. And I'm not going to do stuff like that just to gain subscribers or to create videos. That's a waste of time for me as well. Because like I said again, it takes hours to do this. This video is going to take hours. If it's going on, It's 1:12 p.m. over here in New York. I'm on the East Coast here. So by the time I finish this video, edit it, add the effects to it, whatever I got to do, like the special things I put in there, this probably won't be uploaded until probably, I would say, if I had to take a guesstimation, between 4 o'clock and 4:30. If I stop right now and do what I got to do, it takes hours to do this stuff, folks. So it is a lot of work. It's definitely, there's no doubt about it. It is definitely a lot of work to do this stuff, but I enjoy doing it. And the whole purpose of me with this YouTube channel, again, is to help people out, is to share information. That's why I had a thing. I don't put it up. I haven't put it up on my videos in a while, but I call it the His Initiative, help, inspire, and share. That's what this channel is all about, to help, inspire, and share with people. And I also call it the Clean Content Channel. Okay, I do not discuss religion or politics. There's no profanity on here, and there's no crazy talk. Although I do like to joke around once in a while. You might see me come out with some videos with some crazy effects and stuff like that. I like to have fun. Matter of fact, just to share this with you guys, I just uploaded a whole bunch of special effects. For those who know, in case you're wondering what software I use to create my videos, I use right now, I have Cyberlink Power Director 14, but I also use exclusively Filmora. I got the latest version, which is Filmora 9. They also have a Pro Beta Pro, which they charge for that. This one here, I got it right now because I got the first one. I get like an upgrade issue, offered to me, so I jumped on it. But right now, for all intents and purposes, I'm using the 8.75 version, which I love. But I just uploaded a whole bunch of special effects here, folks. It's really great. It's really cut and dry. I love it. I love the way, the functionality of it. It's cut and paste, and you could do so much with it. I make really nice videos with it too, and I don't get anything for it. So this is not like an affiliate thing here or an open segue saying, oh, this guy is advertising for Filmora, he's going to get some. I'm not getting anything out of it, folks. My channel's not monetized. Okay, just to share it with you, it's not monetized. Okay, in order for my channel to get monetized, where I make a kind of an income from it, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and over 4,000 hours of watch time, which I've already exceeded that. It's just the subscribers I can't get. But once I get that 1,000 subscribers, if I could hit that, then I can monetize this channel. Maybe open up a Patreon account, and I could do it for that, because there's a little more perks with when you get to hit the 1,000 subscriber mark. But I can't seem to get there just yet. I'm trying. I'm doing the best I can. I try to put good content out there. And if you guys could like, comment, and share with friends or relatives, whatever, let me tell you something, folks. You don't have to worry. I'm not a crazy guy that sits there, comes on here, and like I said, like I said earlier, I don't talk about religion and politics, because those are touchy subjects, and there's no profanity on here. Now, I was checking out a YouTube creator just to see what this person was all about, and every other word of the mouth was F. I mean, I tuned it in for a little bit, and I wanted to see what it was all about. To see how this person became so famous. Like, I don't like to mention names and stuff, but how this person became, where they are today, where they're making a lot of money to buy these fancy houses and live an extravagant lifestyle. And every other word was F, 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 F. I was like, who can enjoy a video like that? I mean, not for nothing. I mean, not that I'm saying, what's the matter? You never heard the word? No, I heard it many times, but you're in an open forum. You're in a YouTube world. You're in a global. This is like a global spectrum here. You know what I'm saying? When you go on YouTube, even they say, yeah, but you got a small subscriber base, but it's still a gateway. It's an open gateway to the world. Anybody in the world could tune into your videos, and they're going to hear you talking like that. I don't know about you, but that's a turnoff to me. I cannot, and I'm not knocking that person. I won't watch their videos anymore. Okay, no matter how nice they are. And it's a reality thing anyway, so you really can't learn from anything. They just talk about their everyday life. But not to say I'm not going to do any reality stuff. I will. But doing a reality show or whatever, or segment or a YouTube video, you don't have to constantly curse and throw that F-bomb in there every other word. Okay? I will not do that at all. Okay? If I'm doing reality, it's going to be clean reality, nice reality, and it's going to be a kid-safe channel. So if people want to tune in and watch me, Well, I'm just saying, if I'm doing something that's of interest to it, I'm not going to expect you, a mother, that's taking care of her kids, to sit there and say, well, let me go turn this guy on and watch the Reseller news. But if I'm talking about something that may pertain to taking care of kids or helping out around the house or do it yourselves, whatever, and that him or her is watching it and they got kids around them, they don't have to worry about profanity coming out of my mouth, because that's not going to happen. All right, and that's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. Not as long as I sit behind this webcam and doing these videos. That's not going to happen. That's not an option. Okay. Like I said again, I do this here with good intentions. I hope to share the information. I really do hope and pray that you guys, sellers, non-sellers, or people just curious to know what I'm all about, get a takeaway from it. That's what this is all about, folks. And I really do hope that you enjoy the information I put out there. I really do. But anyway, if you like this video, please subscribe, like, comment, and share. And if you want to be updated as to when I put out new videos, please don't forget to hit that bell notification icon. My name is Rich Pasini. This is the Reseller News Weekend. Today is December 1st, 2018. Folks, you got 24 more days before Christmas, so I hope you wish you all the best. If I don't, well, I'm probably talking to you definitely before that, but I'm just trying to say, let's hope for a nice, happy, healthy holiday, nice Christmas season. I'm not wishing you guys right now. I'm just saying I'm wishing it now. I know we're not going to get Christmas, but I'd like to wish it for you guys now. I really do hope everybody has a nice, happy, healthy season and a nice Christmas and stuff. So let's enjoy this month. And I know people have little kids. I know my kids now are growing up. When they were little, they couldn't wait for Christmas to come because they look forward to that Christmas morning. I miss all that there. Now my daughter's in their 20s and stuff like that. So it's not the same. That's why people have little kids. I tell this all the time. Even my relatives that do have little kids, I said, enjoy your kids because they grow up so fast. And it's sad. It's a happy and sad time of your life, because you say, well, when you're thinking about all the things you used to do, your kids, take them to the park, to the zoo, and you used to go to the beach and whatever and stuff like that. You miss all those childhood things with your kids, and it's sad. It's a happy time because they're growing up and now you're seeing them, they're mature, and but for the most part though, it's I tell people, I tell my relatives all the time, the ones that have kids, I said, enjoy them because they grow so fast. I mean, I got two daughters in their 20s, and so I remember 20 some odd years ago taking care of them, me and my wife taking care of our little girls and stuff. It's like, wow, now look at them. The young, mature women, they got their degrees, they're starting off in life, and you miss all that, It's a happy time, but it's also a sad time, especially if a person likes to reflect. My daughter said, oh, Dad, you always reflect on the past. I said, well, that's what we got memories for. When they're young, they don't like to watch videos of, like sometimes I put the videos on with little babies. Take this stuff off. I don't want to watch it. I go, why not? I don't want to see that there. I go, but look, you're babies. You're in the crib or you're running around riding your bicycle for the first time, and they don't want to they don't want to watch it. I love watching that stuff, but they don't. But they'll understand one day when they become a parent, when they have kids of their own, they're gonna say, you know what? I remember when Mom and Dad used to feel about us when they were little. We used to watch the videos. We didn't want. When they were making videos, they used to watch them, and now they get older, they don't want to see them, but when they have kids of their own, they will go through that same thing. Believe me, I know it's going to happen. But anyway, guys, this is Rich Pasini signing off. Reseller News Weekends. Well, enjoy your weekend. Right now it's sunny out right now. We're supposed to have light rain later, but for the most part, enjoy your weekend, folks. And don't forget, try to do your Christmas shopping early, And if you're going to take advantage of those online deals, do it before it gets too late. You don't want to be a last-minute shopper, But thanks again for sticking around. Have a great day. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.